Alright, hello there. We'll continue our study of Capablanca Lasker match. Game 13 this time. Lasker on the black side in a big trouble, down 3 points in the match. Let's see what we get. Well, you know what we're gonna get. D4, D5, Knight F3, Knight F6, C4, E6. Queen's gambit declined. Well, yeah, we have seen this in a billion times already in this match. Bishop g5, black breaks the pin, white plays e3, knight b d7, knight c3, castles, rook c1. Here we have been a lot of times. In a game 7, Lasker played c6 with the game 1, b6. This time we get something different. Get rook e8. Well, defense the bishop may be relevant, but mostly freeze the square for the knight. So the knight might jump around here, maybe trying to get this bishop a bit trapped there where it takes the escape squares and h6, and then maybe we'd hope to get some kind of a bishop take trade to a knight and bishop pair. Well, it's not easy to manage. White plays queen c2. Well, this we also had seen before. This time we get in game 11, which Capablanca won. Lasker played c6 here, and then the game went bishop d3, takes, knight d5, bishop takes, rook takes. This was the weird move here, and well, eventually he got squeezed out of the board. Bishop f1, these pushes pushed forward, and it was not good, not good. So this time, well, it's not really about the move c6 here, but follow-up play there. But this time, after queen c2, we get h6. Again, not a big difference here. We make a loft here. Of course, maybe a weakness someday, but it does take some possibilities of white in some lines where he could have threatened some knight mates here, maybe, but well, white keeps the pin. If he tries to get the bishop f4 with some kind of ideas there, which of course black can say no about, but black can go knight h5 and then probably captures the bishop. Can always go here, but then, well, it gets messy. White rather trade the bishop to a bishop than a knight anyways. And well, here we do get c5 straight up. White takes, and no isolated pawns this time. We take knight with the knight. Well, this has the downside that it can easily kind of start to dwindle down because of the crossover offers a lot of trades, which is probably acceptable for black, except he's down a lot in the match. We get bishop takes, knight takes. Not leaving the knight here, so if you take somehow, we probably get the isolated pawn positions here. Well, takes. So we get this structure where, well, 2 pawns, 4 pawns, symmetrical both sides with open C's and D files. It has the tendency to often whistle down a lot. But white, of course, is a little better here because he's, well, he's a little more coordinated already. Black has this bishop, but white should probably not play this one because it kind of, even though you are kind of attacking this with tempo, but you are kind of fixing this problem completely here. Like, where is it gonna go? It's gonna go there, and maybe run into some knight d4s or knight d5s, or it's trying to get there, and well, it takes time, and white maybe has abilities to set up something meanwhile. But this kind of leads to just chop. But on the other hand, does Capablanca really mind very quiet play where he has no chances of losing. Probably not. But yeah, probably bishop e2 and keeping more pieces would have kept white a little advantage here. Well, white castles. And well, black plays queen b6. And then we get chop chop and rook fd1. So white is castled. Well, back has the luft as an extra move here. White's back rank is not fixed yet, but at least his rooks are centralized on the open files. But on the other hand, where is the beef? Where do we attack anything? Can't go here. h6 mate sure of that. Not that it would be a problem for black anyways. They can always play knight f6 and defend easily anyhow. No need to make weaknesses with g6. So black does the same. He brings the rooks to the center. Oop-de-doo-doo. White makes a luft. Oop-de-doo-doo. We're almost certainly super equal here. Black brings the rook here. Only difference is that this knight is not like an... well, black knights are a little less active than whites, but it's not enough to make a difference. And then white plays queen a4. At least it's a bit spicy here, because it does not... well, leaves this hanging here, which black does not take. Maybe he should have. If queen takes, I don't know what was Capa's idea. Both are fine. Queen, rook c2 or rook b1. Basically, this is fine, even though it hangs the knight, but this knight is hanging here also. But this is also fine, where you can't really retreat, but you can have a b5 as an in-betweener here, defending this and counter-attacking the queen, and then, well, queen of course cannot take because the rook is hanging, so probably should go here and keep this defended, and then white gets their pawn back, and it's about equal. I don't know which way Capa would have gone. Black did not take. He played knight c6, super solid. White says, let's trade queens. And black says, well, you can, but at least improve my knight a little bit. And well, it's not again enough to make a difference here. This is what happened. Then we get chopped. Le pin, does that matter? No. Well, black could take, of course, and then... but he's a little greedy and brings the king first here, and white just takes and knight takes, and completely symmetrical pawn structure in a 4 versus 2, or like 2 here, 2 here, 4 here, 4 here. Both sides have knights. It's complete equality, and there's no way either side could win this, so they agreed a draw here. Very uneventful game. I guess it suits Capablanca, but well, I guess in a way, Lasker 2 gets a draw on the black side. Maybe gets to try to win in the next game on the white side. If you watched this far, sorry again. It had to be done. Until next time. Ciao.